Hello and welcome to The Bigger Picture. I'm Matthews Frank and I'm your host here tonight. As always, here at The Bigger Picture, we're all about recognizing those organizations that you may have never heard of here on the SUNY Oswego campus. Before we start, let's talk about what's been happening lately here on campus. So today we just had a random snowstorm, you may call it. We woke up today and we saw everything was white. Roads were covered in snow. Things was just hectic. I remember I tried to go to class this morning and I made it, but I got there a little bit late because of how much snow there was. It was insane. Tomorrow should be looking better for anybody living off campus and going on campus for classes. So remember to bundle up, stay safe. If you don't have to drive, don't drive. If you have another way of getting to classes, if you are an off-campus student, then do that. Also, a lot of people are getting sick, so please remember to wear your mask, hand sanitize, all that good stuff just to make sure that we're all good. We're all going home next week for Thanksgiving, so let's remember to treat ourselves before we go back to our families and not harm them. So let's start off with that. So let's jump into some organizations and what they're doing these upcoming weeks before the semester ends. So first up, December 2nd, join the African Student Organization as they present Pan Africa. This year's theme will be a wedding theme in collaboration with SUNY Geneseo. The attire is formal and the seats are limited, so please make sure to buy your tickets on the SUNY Oswego box office or on tickets.oswego.edu for just $10. The Korean Oswego Student Association are currently holding their e-board nominations for the spring semester. So if you or anybody know that is interested in being a part of the COSA e-board, visit their Instagram at cosa.oz. Join the Latino Student Union on November 28th as they present their Keeping Up with LSU Jeopardy Night. Questions regarding the organization and e-board will be on this Jeopardy, so be sure to catch them on November 28th in MCC 231. And lastly, Women's Center will collaborate with Women in Business on their Boss Behavior program. This will be talking about women empowerment, so stay tuned to their Instagram for the date regarding this event. When we return from break, we'll be joined by tonight's guest, Fashion at Oswego, so stay tuned.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
Welcome back to The Bigger Picture. Tonight, we have Fashion at Oswego. To start off, FAO purpose is to create a thriving community inclusive of all students that are passionate about fashion, style, beauty, and lifestyle endeavors. They host programming as well as having the opportunity to attend events that highlight various facts of fashion industry and both teach and enrich students that seek to learn about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. Joining us today is the Director of Marketing, Shania Thompson, and the Senior Advisor, Cash Blackman. Welcome, guys. Welcome to The Bigger Picture.
Hey.
Thank you.
So let's start off with some calm questions. So first up, Why FAO? Why has FAO allowed you to express yourself? And at what point did you find interest in joining the organization? So either one of you can start, whichever one.
You want to start?
Yeah.
I know for me, I joined FAO because I just felt like everybody had their own sense of fashion, where in high school, middle school, it was always, oh, who got the best kicks or who got the best drip, whereas in college is like, who just got the best look. Like, it's not really on some, you gotta have the best this or that. It's just how you pull off the fit together. That's why I like FAO, because it just brought out like different aspects of fashion and like made me like realize some more details in fashion I could get into.
Shania?
I guess for me, kind of along the lines of what Cash said, like I've always been surrounded by fashion and people in fashion. My grandmother was a seamstress. My mother used to do styling for certain people that like were in the music industry. So for me, I wore uniform growing up, and I don't know, I kind of felt like I want to expand, I want to challenge myself. So I figured, why not join FAO? I feel like I'm surrounded by people that I can learn from, but as well as like incorporate my creativity and fashion into it. So yeah, I enjoy being a part of FAO.
And in your time being in Oswego, when did you join the organization? When did you realize, like, okay, I'm gonna step in, let me join the e-board, let me join the committee?
I know I joined my last year, so like I helped with the old president Jalen, like, you know, bring FAO back. So I joined last year. That was 2021. Yeah.
I joined last year as well. The first time I actively was like engaged in something that FAO did was last year, I think. Yeah, like you said. The fashion show I was first in, and then when I knew they were doing nominations for e-board members and like different positions, I chose to look into like which position would be best for me. And yeah, so last year.
Okay. So in what way does FAO contribute to the students here on the Oswego community? So what do y'all do to like, you know, make sure that we're engaged as students into the organization, or makes us want to join the organization?
I guess I'll start. I do social media, so I would say that I try my best with just keeping, I guess, the engagement up in terms of like, oh, what's interesting, what's going on at FAO. I like to keep like, I guess, the type of fashion and the fashion style that's like displayed on FAO, I like to keep it diverse. I don't like for the same people or the same styles to be seen, because like Cash said, everybody has different styles, everybody has different ways in which they put things together. So yeah, and I literally bring it up everywhere I go. Like if I see somebody with a nice outfit or something that I like, I just mention it to them, like, oh, you ever heard of FAO? Come to our events and our programs and stuff.
I would also like agree with Shania said, kind of going off like they started this Telfar Tuesday. I don't know if y'all seen. It's going up. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they blowing up. I just feel like we keep it involved, like keep being consistent on the social media pages, like, you know, is how we're getting more people to get involved, because they're like, oh, you know, Shania's going around taking pictures of people who drip. All right, now you're not just going to want to leave the house. You want to leave the house looking presentable, because now you want to get posted. So it's really on some just consistency and just like getting everybody involved, because everybody's on social media.
I know for me personally, when it comes to FAO, I'll be like walking down the hallways of MCC through the tabling area, and I'll see like the banner set up, and I'll see like Shania there, like waiting to take pictures of people, like their fits and stuff. So I definitely agree with what you said, Cash, about like it gives people a reason to come to school like drip down, because if they know FAO's gonna be there, they know Shania's gonna be there recording and taking pictures and stuff, and you're gonna be on Instagram, and people are gonna see your outfits, then it's like, all right, let me come out, let me pop out.
Right.
So the next question I got for you guys is, throughout the semester, so I know FAO hosts a couple of programs and events and stuff. So what are some examples of some programs you guys do hold, and some events as well?
I know, well, the last program that we had was a collab with AMN, which was Suit Up King. I know like we went into detail in like the AMN a recent event that they had, which was the networking ball, and just like, you know, giving like tips and pointers on like, you know, what's still like smart casual look, but you don't got to come in a suit and tie. Like just giving like tips and pointers to people that don't got the money to like get a whole new fit, where you could like just find stuff in your closet and really put it together. Also we had events too. Yeah. You could go.
Yeah. So I know that we've had our fashion show is something we do annually every year in the fall semester. So students always look forward to that because they have like complete creative control over their walk, what they wear. We just give them the theme. Their creative vision comes to life based on whatever they pick. So I always enjoy the fashion show. Like I said, that's one of the things that made me want to join and partake in e-board position. We've also had a program called the Color Theory, where basically we made like canvases of using paint on whatever object clothing. We wanted to expand this year, but a lot of people just felt more comfortable using t-shirts. So we did t-shirts, but some people brought like those little tote bags. Some people brought sneakers. Some people did it on hats. So that was really fun. We've had collaborations. We did a collaboration with SAPB. It was a Pride Festival. So we've been like expanding, keeping things fun, keeping our name relevant, because I think collaborations are also important when you're trying to like build like a brand and just a name for your organization on campus. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask, before I move on to some more questions, I'm gonna ask each of you individually a couple of questions. So Cash, you're senior advisor of the organization. So how does it feel knowing that like, you know, you're about to step out, you're about to graduate, and like the org how it is now is either gonna get better or, you know, whatever else happens to it. How do you feel about that?
I feel it's gonna get better because I know like I didn't know about FA. Like I knew about FA my freshman year, but I didn't like know like to join the orgs or like this org is like looking for positions. I didn't know about it till like my junior year because my sophomore year it was really not a sophomore year. It was COVID. So like when I came back and I was like like I remember seeing this org and it was like like they're coming back. Let me join. And then like now that I'm seeing like how much we're growing, that's health art video and just all the other stuff that keeps like coming, like all the perks that's coming with this organization, like I'm just gonna know that I'm leaving with like the org is in good hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Shania, for you, you're the director of marketing. So how do you come up with these, like for example, Telfar Tuesdays? How you came up with that? How you come up with these like daily social media activities that can get people engaged? So
for me, you know, I always wanted to go to an HBCU. HBCUs are expensive. So I wanted to incorporate an HBCU feel or HBCU elements into my SUNY. So I follow a lot of fashion pages that showcase a lot of students that go to HBCUs. And I see this page called HBCU Drip. They posted like Telfar Tuesdays. I don't know if it's something that they post every Tuesday, but I was like, let's start that here. Like, you know, I feel like pretty much a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that will want to participate in it, they will have fun doing it. It's something that's trending on social media, so that was a plus to keep our engagement up. And yeah, so I came up with that idea. It's just fun. Like I genuinely love doing social media. It's something that I do literally for fun. It's a hobby, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll be for those who don't know, at every event that like any org holds, like Shania is there bending down, recording everybody's outfits and stuff. So she definitely takes her job to the heart. So we appreciate that. So moving on, when the founders of FAO started this organization on campus, their mission was to bring knowledge to the Oswego community about fashion. So as leaders of this organization, how do you feel that you guys have contributed to that statement about acknowledging people about what fashion is?
So I think that we've done well with, I guess, just keeping it very versatile. Even when we give fashion tips, but like we also encourage you to create your own like vision and your own idea of what that looks like to you. So that's something that I think we do really well with, and yeah, something that I enjoy.
I would say like I agree with Shania. I also feel like they're just open. Like you don't have to have, like I said before, you don't have to have the best drip. Just be creative with your fits, and like either way, that's considered drip because that's just what makes you. Yeah.
Okay. I could definitely add on that FAO for me has made me comfortable with how I dress up because I've noticed that you guys are very open to every different type of style. Like you guys aren't inclusive. Like you guys aren't just like, oh, you need to dress like this to be included. You guys welcome every single type of fit. So I feel like me as well as other people appreciate the organization just because y'all Y'all don't make us feel uncomfortable. Y'all make us feel like, you know, we good with whatever we wearing. That whatever you wearing you should be comfortable in it. So I have a little scenario for you guys. All right. So let's say one day, you woke up and you had an invitation to have lunch with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Describe the drippiest outfit you would put together to have a lunch with Beyonce and Jay-Z.
That's in my closet. Like
Yeah.
I can't go.
Or if you have to like go buy the fit, like that. Like what fit would you put together to have lunch with Jay-Z and Beyonce? I can give you a second to think about this if y'all need it.
I mean, I'll go first. I don't have to think about it. For me, my favorite designer is Chanel, and my favorite style of like I guess high fashion clothing is very like Chanel style is similar to the movie Clueless.
Okay, I know what you're talking
So
about.
like just very like chic, if that makes any sense. So I would definitely do like the plaid skirt with the
Okay.
matching jacket. I don't know the name of the hat that they wear.
Is that
in
those
France.
bucket hats? Oh no,
Is it a toupee? I forgot what it's called.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The
That
little
hat,
side, the little
yeah.
side.
With like a mini handbag and like not penny loafers, but similar to that. Or I would even do it with a boot.
Okay.
I feel like that's just my inspiration for the style. I feel like I could walk into Chanel and get that for an expensive price, but I could also go get it at an affordable store like Shein or Fashion Nova, one of those boutiques. But yeah, I would definitely go for that style because I love Chanel. That's my favorite designer.
Okay. Cash.
For me, I would say like since it's lunch, I'm not really gonna like go all out, but I could say like it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, so I'm gonna probably go with like calm turtleneck, some nice like trousers, probably like show out the ankle where like you could wear like the nice loafers, like it's nothing too crazy, but something where it's like you're not just gonna come here looking crazy just for some lunch with Beyonce and Jay-Z. But yeah, that is all in my closet. I could get that. Yeah.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of celebrities already, let me ask you this question. If one day a celebrity was to ask you, hey, do you mind dressing me up? Like I have to go to an award show, I have to go somewhere and I need a calm fit. Or not even a calm fit, just, a fit to match where they're going. What celebrity would you guys pick? And then I'm gonna ask another question after that. But first, what celebrity would y'all want to dress up if they ask you that?
That's an interesting question.
I don't really have a celebrity I would want to dress up, but I guess because I would want them to dress me, I would have fun dressing them. I would say Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, a word. Okay, I can see that.
Tiana Taylor
But
for sure.
why Tiana Taylor?
I think that my style is very versatile. Sometimes it's very like chill and tomboyish and laid back, but I also like to dress up. But I also like when the two mix.
Okay.
And I feel
got
like
that.
Tiana Taylor does that really well. Like she'll have really girly elements. Like her hair will be really girly, but her clothes will be very like chill and dressed down.
Yeah.
I just love her style. Like
Okay.
she's very eclectic. I like that.
True Cash.
I don't know. Like, I can't think of a celebrity off the top of my head that I would want to dress, but I definitely feel like I would be interested in dressing up like the social medias, like the social media celebrities, not like on some not like Beyonce, Jay-Z, but people that's like on YouTube, like they doing good on like social media, they got a good following. Just because like you dressing them is like, all right, they post you, tag you, now people's gonna look at you like, oh, you dressed them, so it's like it's kind of like, oh, you're building a connection. So I would say either somebody that's in a social media world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like me, to answer this question, I would either like to dress up Young Thug or Gunna.
Okay.
Free them, by the way, but I would like to dress both of them up just because that's seen their fits. Like, they don't really care what they go out with.
Yeah.
And I feel like they explore their fits. So if it was me, I'd just be like, throw this together, throw that together, boom, a fit. And they wouldn't care. They'll go with it. So those would be my two. So since we're on the topic of celebrities, is there any celebrity influence or just influencers, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, whatever the case may be, that you look at and like you follow, like, okay, that's how I want to dress. That's how like I envision me dressing, or like they give you the inspiration to dress.
Yeah. Okay. I have Tiana Taylor. I follow Des Dior.
Okay.
Reginae Carter.
Okay.
Who else? Oh, De'Ara. De'Ara don't play.
De'Ara,
I
De'Ara and Ken, that one?
Yes,
Okay,
I
okay.
love De'Ara. There's another girl, she's an influencer. Her name, she calls herself Brownie on social media. There's another girl, her name is Britt Looks. All of those girls, I think they do well with the streetwear and like girly aspect.
Okay.
So I really like that.
Gotcha. Cash?
No, she's a De'Ara. I would say Ken, because you know, like he got
Yeah.
some drip. So I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know, like Ken. I would say, rest in peace. You know, PNB.
Yeah.
PNB had drip, definitely. I don't know. I would say Gunna and them too, only because, like you said, like you could throw anything and put it together and make it drip. So it's like I don't gotta be like, oh, color coordination, or like it could not go together but still go together in the same way. So yeah, out of those people.
So I'm gonna take it a little personal real quick. So we are going home, for Thanksgiving break coming up. And how we dress when we're in school is way different than how we dress when we're back in the city. So what is your go-to outfit when you back home from, so first of all, where are you from in the city?
Okay, I'm gonna start because I literally was just having this conversation yesterday.
Gotcha.
So like I'm from Brooklyn, so like I know for me when I'm up here, I would keep it a buck. I could wear all red, all blue, and get away with it. If I wear that in the city, I cannot get away with that. So I honestly feel like when my go-to in the city is all black, just because like you could get away with that and you not have to worry about no type of like any activity and people just assuming just based off your attire. So I would say all black. This is my go-to.
Okay, Sanaa?
So for me, I'm from Manhattan, specifically Harlem. Basically, like Cash said, you cannot wear whatever you want and go out the house any old kind of way. Like, even there was times growing up, I'd go to the store. I'm gonna be like, oh, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to the store. And she'll be like, oh, you just combed your hair, put on lashes, put on lip gloss to go to the store. And I'll be like, yeah, like, you never know who you're gonna run into. You never know who you're gonna see. So for me, I'll go to the store and like a calm, cute fit, like maybe like some sneakers and some sweatpants. But for some reason, I always have to wear a white tee or like just basic stuff. I feel like basic, I guess, like pieces come together to create like an outfit or whatever. So yeah, like I would just wear something calm. But I definitely cannot go outside looking all kind of way. Like I would wear a bonnet to class here, hair not brushed, no eyelashes on. But in the city, I'm getting a shower, brushing my teeth, I'm fixing my hair, everything, just to go to the store, just to walk my dog. So yeah.
When I'm here in Oswego, for example, a night out in Oswego, I don't dress up. I just put on together some jeans and stuff. A night out in the city though is different. A night out in the city is like when you really gotta show off your fit, because I can agree with me on this, but New York nightlife when it comes to outfit is a competition. Everybody just be trying to like upstage another person. So it's like you gotta come with your fireest fit. No matter what you got on, it has to be fire.
Yes.
So one more question on the topics of like brands and celebrity and stuff. What is your go-to brand? Like what is that one brand that like, so you said Chanel earlier, but is there like another brand like you could go for?
So outside of Chanel, if anybody was like, oh, pick whatever store, Chanel, I would say Chanel, Off-White, or Rick Owens.
Okay.
Rick Owens sneakers, and just his style is very like, it's streetwear, but it's very like loungy and cozy. It's similar to like Kanye West brand.
Okay.
His stuff is like a cheaper version of Rick Owens. It's very like the holy, oversized kind of stuff. Just like big platform, all of that stuff. So yeah.
I would say like besides all of that, I'm not gonna lie, Yeezys is comfortable. I could wear my 350s and
I got them on right now.
Yeezys are comfortable. I could wear my Yeezys, and honestly, I have a lot of Adidas, so like it's easy to put stuff together because they're like brand on brand. I know I also wear a lot of Nike, but I could also get away with Nike and Jordan because I could wear Jordans and wear Nike, whereas like I can't walk around with Nike and Adidas or like Jordan and Adidas. So it's like that's the two that I like separate, but put Nike and Jordan together and then Adidas by itself.
Okay.
Yes, I love Yeezys.
So let's jump back into FAO. So recently, you guys had your Homecoming on the Runway event, which was a fantastic event. One of the best times I've had on campus so far. So explain to me the thought process behind putting that event together. Like how y'all felt that went. Explain to me like when y'all woke up to when y'all went to sleep. Like how was that day for y'all?
So the day was good. It was definitely jam packed, and it was nonstop running around, practice back to back, just hectic. Like, I would say the actual show I think went well. I wish more people came. I don't know what caused it, but I think the show went well. Like, the people that did come, they enjoyed it. Even when I go to class, everybody still says that they liked the show, they liked our scenes, they liked what we did with it. So it was really good. It was just hectic. Like, putting a show together is a lot of work. And I guess going from being a committee member and like helping the e-board, like put everything together, break things down, organize everything is different from actually being a director and having to be the one to help put the show together. So it was a fun experience, but it was definitely hectic and a lot of hard work. Like,
I would say I enjoyed the show a lot. Like Shania said, like, you know, it's not an HBCU, it's a SUNY. But that show, like, it really, like, you know, it brought me, like, I was watching an HBCU, like, from the majorette scene to, like, even the live performance. Like, it just felt like, you know, like where I was supposed to be. Like, it didn't feel uncomfortable. Like, it was great vibes. I really enjoyed the show.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, so when we return for break, we're going to hear more from Shania and Cash as we continue our conversation on Fashion at Oswego.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to The Bigger Picture, featuring our guest, the Fashion at Oswego. So we are wrapping up. So one more question before we end tonight's episode. For anybody who is interested in joining FAO, what is one piece of advice that you would leave to them in order to join the organization?
I would say be yourself. You know, like, don't come here thinking you got to be the best dressed or the best looks. Like, just come here, be yourself, because FAO accepts everybody.
Okay, Shania?
I definitely agree to be yourself. I will also say don't be afraid to, like, put yourself out there. Like Cash said, before I joined, I thought the same thing, like, oh, I'm not fly enough, or I don't dress nice enough. But when I was, like, offered the position on the e-board, and when, like, I learned more about what the org was and what their, like, mission was, it was made clear to me, like, oh, I don't have to, like, be the flyest. So definitely be yourself. And yeah.
Cool. So as always, all good things must come to an end. We would like to say thank you to Shania and Cash for representing Fashion at Oswego here at The Bigger Picture. We would also like to thank our viewers for tuning in every other Thursday and watching the episodes this semester. Join us next semester as Kiara will finally be back and The Bigger Picture will be back as original format.
Yeah.
So enjoy the rest of the semester. Good luck on finals, and don't forget to always see things through the bigger picture.